fine wares all not a care in the world.
I'm in fine fettle today.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain, yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
way! Slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I feel more welcome here than any place else.
There's got to be something fun to do. Something good will come of today. I just know it.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
What should I do?
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Good day, sir.
This should be of use.
If our prayers are not, what hope have we?
Myself.
Heavens have forsaken us. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Let us begin by gathering information. Right you are.
Is there aught I can...
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermund, after all.
The fellow Drake ought to, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery. Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming, but ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
It's been a hard day.
I fear I've much to attend to.
Good day, sir.
Is there aught I can assist you with? Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to take...
Making our report ought to be our next priority.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps... Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referred. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Shall we follow, Master?
Right you are. Now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found...
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a... Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
'Tis quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here, but I...
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfidence... ...stepped soaked my boots.
Expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
silly old kid right here.
This place gives me an ill feeling.
Dead on my feet.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
Bloody eggs.
And what should I do?
That's quite enough for all the hunting for one day.
I feel a bit out of place here.
I'm in fine fashion today.
The hours seem to fly when I... Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words... You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. We ought to put it to good use.
Not all the import ever happens here, anyhow. Anywhere's better than the middle of a crowd.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
There are few places where I can go in guard. I'd not mind
Perhaps I
lingering
ought
for
to
a
learn
spell.
a new skill.
Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Towering Earth, are you? One moment. Here it is. Towering Earth, the Forsaken Text. Aye, you may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in my care, 'tis as a pearl before swine. Not to mention, I've already read it. Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way. Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
'Twould seem you've succeeded. Finally done.
Seems my feet always lead me here.
Oh, got to keep moving.
Good to see you, Master.
I'll be done as long as you please.
Sharp resist.
Must remember to dust the shadows.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears.
This isn't much to go on. Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
Well then, son. How might I be of service?
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
This looks like trouble.
Huh.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Hoy, friend! Having any time for me today? I dare say we're overdue another talk. There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets, and I wanted to share it with you. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation. For it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be wheeled about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray forgive me for making you wait for it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
Pray, follow me.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important...
We've arrived, just as planned.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
You have my support.
Going on.
My legs are stiff as boards after training. Want some in a real battle?
There's got to be something fun to do.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can. We must rest, though the sun is still up. I fought many battles in my journey, but the thrill of felling a colossal foe goes unmatched.
'Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
This is for you. What do you think? What do you think? Does this suit me?
Come, I'll lead the way.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. A curative ought to do the trick. Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me? Here we are.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Best oil my equipment. Follow the chance.
The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace. At least...
Well, someone will ask me to dance
One of a headache as 'tis.
You wouldn't want to make the others jealous now.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Silence. Cultivate faith.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
So, tell me more of this ox cart.
As I hear it, it turned from the high road only to vanish. It was carrying some few dozen pawns at the time as well.
Strange tale indeed. Yet pawns are oft called nomads. They are transient creatures by nature. They are wont to vanish on occasion, are they not?
True, but pawns are not the only ones who employ ox carts. I cannot help but worry that this business does not bode well for any of us.
Naught but dreary duty awaits after this.
I find it liberating to hide my face for a time.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
Best mind that tongue afore you lose it.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
My sword arm could use some work.
Our first sovereign in decades.
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet.
Is this fast truly to the sovereign's taste?
I do wonder who's behind the mask, but I shan't pry.
Always sets me to think. This place. I'm frightfully busy. No time for idle chatter.
I'd sooner stay out. Very possible.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I'm here.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour will be right.
In here.
Open up!
Open this door right now.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime. If you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
Serve only worthy patrons. Always sets me to think of this place.
Wish life would slow down. These bones can't keep up.
I take pride in it, and rightly so.
Where did you go, Master? 'Twas dreadful lonesome without you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
It seems you have obtained information regarding the false sovereign. Captain Brant will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. Shall we report this development to Captain Brant? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Well met.
We've arrived, just as planned.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with...
There is much we ought to tend to, If we are to strengthen your... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen... Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done...
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this... Phaser's fellow, but what precisely is their aim?
That's odd.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance. Over here, if you would. Here we are.
I would appreciate your swift
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me!
No easy answers here.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
At least my back's backed up today.
'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guard pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melve. Melve, I say.
Townspeople depend on me.
wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chamber.
I'd sooner stay out of that sort of where it possible.
Business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour.
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's...
My lord...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me. What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
Ye really pushing your luck.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to speak, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Shall we see how Harv village fares of late, Master? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.